The Formula for Amazing Health. Now, this is a program that covers mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. Everybody says they want to be healthy. If we don't have our health, it really doesn't much matter what else we accomplish. We really can't go very far without our health. I'll give you a couple simple examples. If you had a backache, or you had headaches, or you had digestive issues, or you had feelings of fear and insecurity, whatever it may be, anything that affects your health in those different ways, and there are many others, but those are some of the more common ones. When you watch this program and you listen to it, you start to improve immediately. And it gives you really simple tools called the simple exercise. And each simple exercise is something, it seems like, boy, that's so easy. And is that going to make a difference? And you'll find it makes a complete difference. And that you're going to level up to a very high level in that topic, whatever it is. So when I received this information, I started applying it immediately to all aspects of my health. And I can pretty much say that at 62 and a half, I probably have the best health of anybody that I've ever come in contact with. And it's because of this content. It's so simple and so easy to do. And when you hear it, you'll say, well, I already know that. Somehow it's already in my heart, and it's just that was said in a better way than I could say it before. The words were put together better. So what that does is it makes it real clear. It's like when you're talking to somebody about a subject, maybe you're debating back and forth, and finally they say something in such a way that it clicks. And you say, wow, like why didn't you say that in the first place? Or now I get it. And that's what this content's all about. Some people have asked a little bit about my background, and it's interesting because I did a book years ago called 10 Days to Live, and it's about a friend of mine that they told him in 1949 there's no way he could live more than 10 days, and that's because his blood pressure was 320 over 190. Think about that, 100% chronic hypertension. They had given him 10 days to live, and he lived about another 40 some years. But what was noteworthy in his story was that he always had a sense of humor and a positive attitude, and you hear about these things as being essential, but when you don't feel good or you feel like you're sick or you're depressed or a million other things that are part of bad health, usually people don't put any thought into their health until it starts to impair their life, until they have a serious problem. But the whole thing this course teaches, which is sort of the miracle in the content, is what my friend that we did the book on, called 10 Days to Live, learned early on, that his positive attitude and his sense of humor carried him a long way. And later I learned from Norman Cousins, who endorsed the book. He wrote a book called Anatomy of an Illness. And in there, he talks about laughing his way to perfect health after having a critical illness. They said he wouldn't live more than a few more weeks. He had this terrible sedimentation rate, so it was paralyzing. And I guess you just become completely like a rock and then you die. But he watched funny movies and he laughed himself well, later got an honorary Harvard medical degree. And the miracle of it seems so simple, right? You're using a sense of humor and a positive attitude, but that's easier said than done, especially when you feel like you're dying or you just feel terrible. And a lot of people now are consumed with fear, but of course, people were always consumed with fear. If you got a bump, that could be cancer and a million other things. So the whole point of the Formula for Amazing Health is that when you apply these simple principles in a way that's organized, structured, and creates an entire internalization of great health, then you're leveling up all the time on your health, so that when anything comes along that might impair your health, you have the miracle of the body ecosystem. This is probably the most brilliant piece of technology we could analyze. They always say it's the brain, but the whole body, the way it works, is miraculous, and it's trying to serve you. And that's really what we learn from this content. But we learn it in such a way that we simply listen to it and watch it, and we level up. There is no learning curve in this content. And so that's the beauty of it. And I've used that in my own case because I came through that portal with not only 13 near-death experiences, but massive decimation to my body through being in the fighting arts for many years and having literally over 150 bone breaks, shoulder separations, torn cartilage and ligaments in knees and elbows, and shattered bones in feet, and disintegrated discs in the back. So all those things, it became a miracle for me to go from the feeling of depreciating health, where I'm going to die all the time, to I'm the strongest, healthiest person in the world. And this has been going on now for decades for me. But the content, which now you can have in this format, is going to produce the same exact results, only much faster and without any learning curve. So you simply watch and listen, and you just chart the result. You're just going to look and say, wow, this just works. It's that simple. Why didn't I know this before? Why isn't everybody doing this? Well, that's the miracle of the Formula 4 content that I believe I received. I don't credit myself for being smart and having received this information. I think it's the blessing of a lifetime that I received it. And when I've given it out, a lot of people at that top level that evaluate this type of thing have said, this is a gift to humanity. And I really believe that. So please use it as your gift to humanity and use it to have amazing health, because that's the portal through which all those other things that you want, happiness, prosperity, purpose, great relationships, instant manifestation, all those other things become possible through that experience. It's going to improve your energy, it's going to improve your sleep, pretty much all aspects of health. And what you're going to find out is in the first day, if you have any kind of health concerns, it's going to start to improve those for you immediately. And you should be able to see the difference right out of the gate. Have an amazing feeling every day. You just feel strong and healthy, and things come and go real fast while other people are getting sick. So encourage the people around you to do this too, and share the program with them. So get to it. I know you're going to have amazing results. Just remember that every time you do the different parts of the program, simply just look around and see if your life has improved, and you're going to see that it does every time. And that's pretty much our guarantee. Across the board, we guarantee that you will be satisfied that it does exactly that, no matter your background. So enjoy.